But anyways, this is we've watched the Cell Saga is S tier before, so now we're watching the Namek Saga is, I think, did they say peak storytelling or what? What? Oh, it's peak. Namek Arc is peak. I don't know why I added in that storytelling.
So I was bored, right? And one day I just decided to sit down and reread some Dragon Ball. And I was specifically reading the Namek arc. And while I was reading, I was just shocked. Because I'm looking through this and I'm like, why was everyone on Namek on devious timing? Like, it's probably the main reason why that arc is so good, but I didn't realize how much craziness goes down within that arc. We gotta get into it right now, bruh. This right here is peak shonen.
He wasn't as vicious as Blue. I feel like 8 keeps more vicious than the original androids. They wasn't really doing that. No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
The only reason why Frieza is iconic as he is because he was the definition of the word menace. This man had Gohan and Krillin literally petrified in his first form just by feeling his ki. King Kai was a god at that point in time, and he was out there crying, begging Goku to just leave Namek and not even enter the planet just because Frieza was there. Like, nigga, you a god, tee up! The way Frieza was being gassed up was absolutely crazy. His name was putting absolute fear in niggas. Kui, just by saying Frieza's name, had Vegeta all the way messed up. Bro broke Vegeta's neck just by dropping his name. It's absolutely diabolical how powerful this nigga was, bro. And there are so many examples. I'm gonna get into one of my favorites. Now, one of the craziest things about Frieza is something that I think a lot of people have forgotten was even a thing. The Death Beam is one of the most popular moves within the entire series. It's a quick pink blast and it is very iconic. What a lot of y'all forget is that in the actual series, nobody could see this move. The only two people that were able to see this was Goku and Vegeta after he got blicked by Krillin. Other than that, all these people saw was a beam of light. I guess that's why it's called Death Beam, right, guys? I'm here all day, folks. Now, two of my favorite scenes that show this is when Frieza kills Dende in the Japanese version of the anime. This man just puts his hands up and says, "Bang." This nigga was an absolute troll. He did not have to say that. And all the characters did not see anything. Even though we saw exactly what happened, if you were on Namek, literally all you would have saw was Frieza put his hand up and then Dende blow up behind you. This nigga's a menace! And there's another time where Frieza almost blicks Gohan in the face, and if Vegeta didn't kick him out the way, Gohan would have got hit with a headshot. Even Frieza his UAV right then and there. That's tough! And another one of my favorite reasons why I love Frieza, this man was an absolute flexer. After getting the Dragon Ball stolen, he just told them, "I will show you terrors beyond even hell." I just know he was in his spacebar cooking that up, bro. There was no way you were that hard off the dome, bruh. And what he does here was crazy. I can't even name other anime characters that has a mechanic like his besides Kenpachi, where bro was so strong, his transformations are made to limit his power. That's like me bringing a knife to a gunfight because I know I would be too much to handle for you if I brought a gun. This is some ludicrous disrespect. And number two is this scene right here against Goku. So Goku and Frieza were boxing for a little bit, and then once they stopped, Frieza's like, "I'm not gonna lie, you kinda nice." Now what Frieza does next is absolutely ridiculous, and you won't get the magnitude of it unless I set you an example. Now I hope some of y'all know a little bit about rap, because I'm gonna use a rap example. This is like Lil Durk going to Quando Rondo after King Von got blicked and offering him a spot on OTF. When I say it like that, that sounds absurd. That's literally what Frieza just did. Bro offered his top op a position on his set. That is absolutely crazy, but I can't do nothing but applaud Frieza for this. Because this is real nigga behavior. He knows over everything that you need bread, and you gonna have to make them bands. And even if you were the opposition, Frieza gonna respect if you got motion, and Goku got motion. And he knows above ops and all that, business is business. So I gotta applaud Frieza for this. This is a real nigga move. Now Goku's broke ass obviously says no. This nigga's never home and he's never working. As if he doesn't have a complete 10 out of 10 just sitting at his house. You think I could call this man the GOAT when he can't even realize the blessings in his face? You wildin', nigga. But Goku declines, and then Frieza's like, if I use just half of my power, I could probably crush you into space dust. Nigga told bro straight up, I could turn you into nothingness. To his face. Now, Goku, like any other person, would just think he's bluffing. I would probably think he's bluffing too, I'm not gonna lie. And then Frieza proceeds to make the hardest pose I done ever seen in my life. Look at this! Bro, put this nigga on Vogue. And once Goku saw that pose, even he knew he wasn't playing no more. And he wasn't. Because after Goku fails to shoot the Kaioken Kamehameha, it is the first time, at least in the manga, where you see true fear inside Goku's face. And once you see how Frieza does Goku, I'd be scared too. There's an entire manga chapter of just Frieza kicking Goku around Namek for an entire 15 pages. I cannot name another MC that got whipped for 2 straight chapters in a row. My mans was getting straight cooked out there, man. But don't worry, because Goku got the greatest lick back of all time. We gonna get to him. Because after Frieza kills Krillin, I'm not gonna lie, Frieza gets hoed for the rest of the series. Because after this, he gets whipped by Goku, comes back, gets whipped by Trunks, and then he dies like 15 times after that. They straight massacre my brother. It's insane the way he was done out here, bro. Wow, I'm really about to spend this whole video on Frieza,
it's crazy.
And there's still so many characters left. I'm gonna start with Zarbon and Dodoria because a lot of people don't talk about them. But in this arc, nigga, they was cooking. Especially Zarbon. Dodoria was out there harvesting kills on the Namekians. He got some of the most brutal kills in the series. Nigga used his head to collapse a Namekian's lungs, bro. I be imagining that. I be getting the heebie-jeebies like, god damn. That had to be brutal. Bro was collecting straight and utter bodies throughout this entire village. And look how happy this nigga looks trying to kill Dende, bro. And you already know my boy Gohan had to slide for bro. That's what I'm saying. Everyone in this arc was on timing. That's why I really mess with this Gohan. Because if I'm gonna sidetrack real quick, we could talk about Gohan too. Because aside from the Super Saiyan 2 moment, what other arc in the series has Gohan been on this crazy of timing with? Exactly! This is secretly Gohan's best performing arc. This man was putting everyone in shock the moment he got his power boost. Like, that's my goal! Let him cook! I don't know how Gohan did it, but he was shocking Frieza in each and every single form that he pulled out. Like, he was not getting power crept. Even though this is filler, him fighting against Final Form Frieza gotta be one of the coldest things I've ever seen. He was holding it down for a real nigga. He was putting his all against Raccoon. He ain't fight as hard as Vegeta, but he definitely fought harder than Krillin. This nigga got knocked out by a kick. Like, who is this nigga? When Vegeta pulls up on Elder Guru's place, steals the power, and he thinks that it's Goku. He looks and it's Gohan posted up, and look at his pose. This nigga was on timing to fight even Vegeta. One of my favorite moments of Gohan that is very underrated is when the Ginyu Force pulls up on him and Ginyu takes the Dragon Balls and flies away. You wanna know who's the only nigga that was actually down to scrap with him? Gohan! This nigga was on go! The only one too. Look at this pose. This nigga wanted all smoke. You wanna know why I think Gohan was on timing this whole arc and then afterwards he really doesn't hit this again? Because my boy was sliding for Piccolo this whole arc. He is who's on his mind the entire time. That is a W disciple. He didn't care who it was. He was on go until Piccolo was back on Namek. That's a real nigga. I got completely sidetracked. That's my bad. But the Doria, cool, yeah, whatever. Zarbon. Niggas be forgetting about Zarbon, bro. The way that he did Vegeta in their first fight is absolutely generational. My man was straight body slamming this nigga, kicking his face around, slapping his face with both of his hands, giving him headbutts to death. I promise you that nigga Vegeta would not have lived if Zarbon wasn't scared of getting wet. That little lame man nigga. Like, if I went into actual detail about all these characters, this video would be so long. I don't even know I'd find the time to edit all this, because I still gotta talk about all 5 of the Ginyus, because all of them was tweaking. Even though the Namekians was getting hoed, they was going crazy too. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of people be forgetting that Nail was strong enough to scrap with one of the Ginyu Force members, and he was supposed to if he didn't turn back. But what I'm about to end the video on is Goku and Vegeta. Now, I could talk about the normal stuff like Super Saiyan Goku. Everybody know what this nigga do in Super Saiyan, man. Gave Frieza PTSD with how he was smoking, bro. It was insane. There was a portion where this nigga was just slapping him. This ain't even fighting. Dropping the hardest speeches known to man just for fun. Like, this nigga think he Vegeta. Was straight hitting the piss out of Frieza too. And I don't blame him, because this man Goku was sliding for the Namekians, the Earthlings, and the Saiyans. This nigga is literally him. It be the little things about Super Saiyan 2. Goku telling Frieza to go cower off in some corner of the universe is one of the coldest lines in the entire manga. The Japanese version going absolutely stupid in the studio. Like, just listen to Goku's reverb, bro. He sounds like a jet engine. Got me straight stank facing, man. These niggas tough. You talk about Vegeta, because this man Vegeta was on 10 this whole arc. Shout out Codename Super, but Lawrence Vegeta was not getting any L's this entire arc. And this brings me to what I want to end the video off with. This arc is literally how these Saiyans should be acting. I know later on in the series, Saiyan pride is a very big part of both Goku and Vegeta's characters. It explains why they always want to let the enemies get stronger so they can beat them in a 1v1. It's why they only fight in 1v1s, and they are very honorable too. Vegeta literally gives Trunks an entire speech on why they shouldn't jump Cell or give Goku a sensu bean, because that's how a Saiyan fights, with honor. And you know, that's cool and all. I mess with it. But I'm not gonna lie, them niggas was showing no honor in this entire arc. And I'm not gonna lie, I mess with it like crazy! Like, look at the way Vegeta talks about honor in all of these later arcs, and then look at how he was acting here. This nigga threw dust in Zarbon's face just to get a hit in, nigga. And he talking about some warrior pride. This is pride? Man snuck a cheap shot on Dodoria before their fight started. Chopped off Guldo's head with his own hands. Do you think Dragon Ball Super Vegeta would approve of this? No! But I love it. This nigga Vegeta was a scavenger. What made it so cold is that they would purposely go into these fights because they knew the Zenkai they would get after would boost them so much. Like, you could see Vegeta fighting through Frieza's ranks, getting stronger. That is the coldest thing ever. That's why I love Garu so much. Garu be doing the same thing in All in One Punch Man. That's why that nigga's so cold. And Vegeta does it perfectly this entire arc. And he kills basically everyone in this arc too. You saw the way he snapped Birder's neck. Just imagine the pain that nigga felt, bro. Mans was straight bullying Jace, and this ain't even counting all the Namekians this nigga killed for no reason. And then he kicks Dende after he heals him. Like, you cannot touch Dende. That is a golden rule, nigga. Man, if I was there, I would have slipped. And this not even counting Goku. Goku's Mr. I want to have a fair fight. Now look at me in the face. Would Dragon Ball Super Goku interrupt a nigga's attack like this? No! Now let me ask you again. This don't even gotta be Super Goku. Would later Dragon Ball Z Goku punch a nigga while he's talking like this? No! I don't know where this Saiyan pride stuff came from. Look at these niggas. They're savages. And I swear this is how these Saiyans should act. Y'all warriors, are you not? Y'all should be some animalistic machines, and this is what these niggas were this whole arc. And I love it. That's how y'all should be. I'm not saying how Saiyans written later is bad or anything, but I'm telling you, when they was working for Frieza, if we saw more of Bardock Squad, them niggas was probably doing the exact same thing they were doing here. It's all out war. Nobody out here care about some 1v1s, nigga. Run the ones. She crazy, man. I could go in so much depth about this arc because Namek is a huge arc. I could have went in depth with each and every single character. I could have made a video of each and every single character. The only person I didn't really talk about in this arc was Krillin. Now, I could end the video and make a joke that Krillin didn't do anything, but nah, put respect on Krillin. He was cooking. He was the strategist of the entire arc, even though he fumbled twice getting caught by Vegeta in the arc. The absolute idiot. he did cut off Frieza's tail, and that left a scar that you see on that nigga for the entire arc. He should have kept that hoe as a trophy, I'm saying, bro. But let me know what y'all think. Namek is absolutely fire. If you have not read it, you have not lived life. This got to be top 3 Dragon Ball arcs for me, and this is not even my favorite one. Goes to show how fire this series is. But let me know what y'all think. I had to talk about DB for a main vid for a little bit, and then we gonna switch it back. Bully Maguire vid coming soon, I promise. Peace out.
Alright, thank y'all for watching. That was actually a pretty good video. I ain't know most of that stuff.